governance, the simplest way to describe it is to be, say, we give the Zambians, and the Zambians give themselves also, when I say we, I mean the government. We in government, but also the Zambians give themselves responsible, responsive, and caring government. Just to give you an example, if the government collects taxes or borrows money, is normal too, but that money is stolen, okay? If that money is stolen, it doesn't matter how much you're going to do. If there's a culture of stealing public funds, you'll never get anywhere. Because you never build schools, you never build roads, you never, everything that you do will not work out. Similarly, if you get public funds or borrow money from the public, but you utilize it on things that matters very little, again, you're not making good progress. Just to give you an example, right now we have these, for example, cameras on the streets that is supposed to give us security because they can see what is happening in the streets. But at the same time, while that is happening, you have this situation where children are being soaked in rain under a so-called classroom that is dilapidated. Yes, it is nice to have cameras, but surely, if I was to make a choice between protecting the children and having these cameras on the streets, I would say protect the children first. So this is just an example of how the difference between good governance and bad governance. It also means that we must set priorities correctly. I think what I just said a few moments ago is an example, but part of that, of setting good priorities, is to involve the people themselves. Because sometimes we in government can be tempted to say, this is nice, this is important. But have you consulted the people who are affected for them to tell you whether this thing is important or not? And this is why this year the government decided that more money is going to be given to CDF, so that constituency by constituency, instead of relying on what the Lusaka people are going to give them, they themselves decide what to do with that money. Of course, guided, making sure that classrooms are dealt with, desks are dealt with, teachers are dealt with, and by the way, even these teachers that we said we're going to hire 30,000, will instruct through my colleague, the Minister of Education. The first priority will be hire teachers in that vicinity, the children who are born and bred there. Those are the first priority.